Hey there, Gemini, and welcome to your week of July 26th, 2021 tarot reading. Thank you for being here. We're about to just fly right into your reading here with this general vibe card and see what we got for you here, a Gemini. So let's see what we got. We got the cat spirit. That kind of looks like my cat Spike, to be honest. But this is the cat spirit. Claim your independence. So very much a week of independence for you, Gemini. So looking to reclaim that, get that back on track. You know, maybe you've been a little more relying on people this week and kind of gotten away from your independence a little bit. So maybe this is a time to kind of get in touch with that side and get that going. So thank you for being here, Gemini. I appreciate you spending some time with me, taking time out of your day to come watch a tarot reading with me. So let's see what we got for you here. Gemini, I want to call you Taurus there. I don't know why. In your past, I just almost called you Taurus again. In your past here, Gemini, we have got the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is a kind of self-imposed restrictions. So, like we say, reclaim your independence. With the Eight of Swords, it's saying, like, maybe you've been putting restrictions on yourself so you're not so independent. Maybe you've been putting restrictions on yourself so that you are more reliant on others. Oh, excuse me. In your present, we got the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is a card of a lot of, like, a completion, as all tens are. But this is more of a completion about some sort of project you've been working on, where it's, you know, you've got the weight of the world on your shoulders. Things that haven't been going good. It's been very stressful, very not good for you. But that project is coming to an end. Whatever it is, it could be something you're more passionate about where you started, but now maybe you're a little worn down. Maybe it's because you thought working on a team would help you out, and so you put that restrictions on yourself to rely on others, and it just didn't work out the way you want it to. I know I'm kind of like that. I really like to do stuff on my own rather than with a team, because I always find if there's blame to go around, I would rather I did it myself and all the blame was on me than a bunch of people start pointing fingers, right? So, anyway, this is leading to the future, which we have Taurus popping in with the Hierophant card. Funnily enough, I was trying to call you Taurus earlier. Oh, spooky. So anyway, this is Taurus's card, so you may have Taurus in your chart, or you may be dealing with a Taurus at this time. Maybe that's the person you were working with that you've become dependent on here. But the Hierophant says to do things the boring way, do the things the way everyone else does. It's a card of conformity, a card of sort of going with what is expected, of course, here. So in the future, maybe that's where you're headed. You're a little more conforming and such. And, you know, we're saying reclaim your independence here. Maybe this is less a reading of what is going to happen and more what you want to try and avoid. So we'll look to see how the rest of this goes here. We're leading to the Six of Cups here, which is a card of nostalgia. And it can also be a card of gifts coming in. As you can see, this one child is giving a cup to the other. But it very much could be a card, or is a card of nostalgia here. So maybe you, like, it's claim your independence. Maybe for you, it's reclaim your independence, right? Maybe you were independent before, and now you're kind of looking back like, I need to get back to that, right? I'm tired of working with people. I'm tired of doing it with, you know, everyone else and, you know, hanging out. I'm tired of working with people and having all this load on my shoulders. And, you know, in the end, I just need to do this myself anyway. You know what I mean? Like, you were working with a group, but you ended up doing the bulk of the work anyway, so you might as well have worked on your own, and that way you were, you know, able to do it on your own. So I get that. I'm there with you. This could also be a card where, or it could be a situation where maybe you need to lean a little more. Oh, we got a pop out for you. Maybe you need to lean a little more into your working with others as well here. So you would know, though, if you know, you like to be more independent, or if you like to be a little more of a team player. So we're going to get you the rest of your clarifiers here in just a moment. Before we do, though, thank you so much for being here, Gemini. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for taking your time out of your day to come sit with me. But if you want to help out the channel, you can, of course, always like, share, subscribe, and check out your Sun, Rising, and Venus sign videos after this one and see what all might be coming for you in the week ahead. But even if you don't do that stuff, thank you so much for being here, Gemini. So let's get to the rest of your reading here. So clarifying the Eight of Swords, we got the Seven of Swords. So Seven of Swords is trying to, like, we're talking about doing things all on your own, and that's very much what the Seven of Swords here is doing. Like, that's not necessarily the meaning of it, but you see this person is carrying away 5 swords, and they had to leave 2 behind, right? They're trying to do everything on their own, but they just can't do it all on their own. So I'm thinking you need, when it says claim your independence, it's okay to be independent and work on your own and being stronger on your own, but sometimes you can't do it all on your own. They really needed a second person to get everything here, right? So maybe that's what happened here. You were trying to claim your independence you're trying to be too independent this week. You're trying to claim it even though you really didn't need to. I notice here with the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Wands, we got 2 people carrying things. We also got over here with the Six of Cups, someone else also carrying. Technically, he's not really carrying, it's handing it off, but he is carrying that in a degree here. So let's continue on here, clarifying the Ten of Wands. We got the Four of Cups, so more handing off of stuff and more people holding things, right? And so with these 3 though, or these 2 rather, we got people able to hold the cups, right? They can handle it. They don't need to they don't need to take them all on their own, even though taking them all on their own is a little too much for this guy on the Ten of Wands here. And the Seven of Swords, he just couldn't get them all. But with the Four of Cups, there's a kind of dissatisfaction, right? So like I say, this project hasn't been good to you and you've been really dissatisfied with the way it has gone here. So yeah, I'm seeing a lot of like, you're not happy with the way this has gone. Luckily, it's coming to an end presently, or very close into the future here, so that's good. It's going to be over with, but it's just, even though it didn't go the way you want it to, Gemini, it very much can still be a learning experience for you. So I like that. Clarifying the Hierophant, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight, so but he is still moving. He's still making progress. So even, like I say, even though this didn't go the way you wanted it to, you can still learn from it and still progress and adapt and evolve as a person and grow, even though, you know, things didn't go the way you wanted them to, right? There's still something to be gained from all this. So I like that. And lastly, clarifying the Six of Cups, we got the Ten of Swords, a big brutal ending coming in here, very unexpected. Obviously did not take 10 swords to kill this person here, but what this card is really saying is that it's over. Maybe you're at rock bottom, or you feel very low at this time, like you're reflecting nostalgically on a time before this, and maybe where you work, it might be looking like you're going to have to like work on groups from now on, and you're kind of reflecting on when you got to be independent before. And so that's kind of, you're looking at like, you feel like you're at rock bottom. It's like, this didn't work the first time with these people. This group didn't work out, and I feel very low at this time. But the best thing about the Ten of Swords is that if you're at rock bottom, you're at your lowest, you can only go up from here, right? It's like the song Today by the Smashing Pumpkins, right? Today is the worst day of this person's life, but it's also the best day because it can't get any worse, right? It can only go up from here. So like I say, this may have been a very bad initial experience working with this group in whatever context you were working with a group, whether it was like at work, school, something like that, right? But guess what? That just means you can only get better from here. If this was such a bad experience, it can only get better from here. So, and maybe reclaiming or claiming your independence is maybe taking a back seat this week, right? Maybe this is a little more of a reminder to less claim your independence and more work with a team rather than trying to do that all the time. Because I get a sense that through this, you might be trying to force your hand a little too much with that. And there's nothing wrong with that. We want what we want. Can't help that. But, you know, sometimes it's, you got to take one for the team. Am I right? So that is all I got for you this week, Gemini. Thank you for being here. I just lost my train of thought there for a second, but thank you so much for being here and spending some time with me, Gemini. I appreciate it so much. Remember, if you want to help out the channel, a like, a subscribe, a share, and checking out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos helps out a ton. Thank you again for being here, and I hope to see you, Gemini, in the next video.